And this is the very, very messy cupboard that we're dealing with today. Are you a sucker for cute containers too? Look at that. You know those times when you can't find a lid? I cannot believe how many lids I've got, and I can never find the matching ones. Hi there, welcome back to my channel. I'm Lisa and I'm going to be completely reorganizing my container cupboards in the kitchen. Now, to start with, I'm obviously not in my kitchen. I just wanted to explain that I feel really wanting to do this cupboard today. You know when you feel really excited, really inspired? I've been wanting to do it for a while. Now is the time while I'm feeling hyped for it. However, I've gone into the kitchen to film and my husband's got the washing machine on. He's just stripped the bed and the washing machine is right next to the cupboard I want to clean, and it's really, really loud. I don't want to wait, because if I wait till later, I might not be in the mood then. And so I'm going to go for it now. So I'm going to start the video here and then we're going to go into the noisy kitchen. But I wanted to explain that I ordered these containers. These are what have excited me to sorting out the cupboard. It needed doing anyway. Last year I was in, I think it was Home Bargains, and I saw a whole load of glass containers and I thought they looked really, really nice. And I thought, you know, I'm going to treat myself, blitz the container cupboard, take out the manky old plastic ones that are discoloured. Do you find that you've always got so many lids but they don't match the containers? Where do the lids go? What happens? No matter how many times I organise it, I always end up with this problem. I thought I'd treat myself to some nice containers. Fast forward to now, obviously we're not going to the stores and that kind of thing. I know some of the stores are open, but we don't have any local to us, and I don't fancy venturing out just to go and find glass containers. So I had a look on Amazon and I found these, and they come in my colour. This is my absolute favourite colour and they match my KitchenAid, which is even better. So I was really excited. They come as a pack of 10, 2 sizes, but I'm really pleased with them and they look really pretty. So now I want to make my whole container cupboard look pretty. It's not a sponsored link or anything. I've gone on and found these myself. I have popped them in my Amazon shop though, which I'll link up below for you. But so far I'm really happy. And I was just reading and it says on here the warranty, there's an after sales warranty, and if you've got any problems even with daily use, cracking glass or anything like that, a problem with the snap-on lids, to let them know and they'll replace it. So that's quite impressive. It said you don't even have to send the original out there, send them for you. So I haven't checked through, but I would like to wash them as well before I use them. But this is a really long intro. Let's get into the video. I will show you the messy cupboard and we'll go from there. So these are the other containers, and I've just, do you know, I've even given up putting them back in the cupboard now. This is how messy it's got. And this is the very, very messy cupboard that we're dealing with today. I am going to be taking charge of another cupboard though. I've been thinking about this. I also have this skinny cupboard next to my fridge, and I've got plastics in here and I've got other containers as well, baking bowls, but I've got plastic plates at the back for picnics that we don't actually use anymore. So I might actually declutter this cupboard as well and see if I can maybe put some items in here to give me back a little bit of space. If you are a fan of organising videos, I've got a whole playlist. I'll link it up below for you. And please give this video a thumbs up if you'd like to see more organising videos on my channel. Leave your comment below and let me know that you'd like to see more, any particular areas of the house, any areas that you're struggling with, and hopefully we can all help out each other. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you don't already. I can't believe he started the washing machine. It's so loud. First thing I'm going to do is empty that cupboard. I'm also going to keep a box, and I'll have a box to keep and a box to get rid of. I was actually really shocked as how much stuff I had in my cupboard. It really is amazing sometimes when you empty everything and you realise how much you've got. I even found some takeout coffee cups we'd had from a trip in the States in 2016, and we'd kept them and we can't reuse them, but they were still in the cupboard anyway. So it really is shocking sometimes when you empty what you find. It really is. No wonder I couldn't keep this cupboard tidy. All this stuff in that one tiny cupboard. I've just realised I forgot to take a after photo, or before I should say. This is shocking. Ice cream maker, baskets, lunch boxes, food mixers, blenders. I've even got a little, what do you call it? Wondered where that was. A little cooking torch. All the lids now. All these old bottles as well that the kids always keep. I have got so much stuff in here. Flasks, you name it, it's in here. This is shocking. And now the cupboards are empty, this is the perfect time to get out the Method spray, the antibacterial spray, and give everything a good clean. Guess what? The washing machine's finished! Yay! I'm putting everything into piles. I've got drinks bottles. I went through all the drinks bottles in the other cupboard last week. I've never actually used this. It was bought as a gift. I've got all these. I've got a load that are Holly's as well. I've got all the blenders from Holly. She's got her own juice smoothie maker that usually lives with her at uni. So that's been put into my cupboard. I've also got all my electricals, my blenders. And now I'm just going through all the boxes. We've got a lot of things. The kids bought this from Legoland for Aid probably about 12, 13 years ago. I have got piles on the floor that I'm putting together of donating and binning. We have a lot of reusable Starbucks mugs as well. I've got a bit of a pile. Also going through and looking at the containers and looking at their worth and how well they actually work for me. I bought these when the kids were little, so they're probably maybe, I don't know, 10 years old, maybe 8 years old. Really cute. I love anything with colour. But the problem is with these, you put them in your fridge, put the lids on, and you forget what's in there. I do like clear ones so you can kind of see. So if you put a little bit of beans left from a tin, you then forget that you've got them because they are coloured and they just look pretty. They're not the most practical ones. I do sometimes use them flat without lids, like for fruits, like if I've got blueberries, raspberries, things like that. So they're quite good, but with the lids, they don't work well. Maybe when you're buying containers, have a think about how they are going to serve you. Are you wanting things to look pretty? Are you wanting things to be functional? But for me, these don't function quite so well. I am one of those organised people that like to see what I've got in order to stay organised. If that kind of thing really interests you, I learned a lot of that from Cass from Clutterbug. She puts into like groups what type of person you are and how you need to function to stay organised. It's so interesting. She puts everyone into bugs and I can really understand how it works. It's fascinating. So I'll point you in her direction. I'll link up her YouTube channel below. Go and have a look. Her videos go on years. They're so interesting. But have a little look and she explains things really well. She's got a couple of books as well. I've got one of her books. Really, really interesting and really helpful. Something else I'm doing is actually teaming things up with lids that match when I'm finding them. So I know that I can keep them. Then that way, if I've got any missing, I will see. Going back to functionality, this is another one of those ones. I love this cute lid, but it's nothing proof. I cracked one of them, taking it out the fridge, popping it in the microwave. I didn't realise and it cracked. Loud crack there. So these kind of things, they're great for salads and things like that. But again, depending on what you need your containers for, really have a look at what you're buying and see if they're going to work for you. Look how cute. I am such a sucker for containers. It's so sweet. Paper chase. But think about it. How practical is this? Great when you've got little kids and you're taking raisins, grapes, things like this. My kids are 18 and 20. A little bit of hummus maybe. I guess for picnics, things like that, that could work quite well. But actually that lid doesn't even fit that. But on the whole scheme of things, that probably wasn't the best purchase for me. I was trying to put it on the wrong container. These are actually what used to be .com gift shop. They're from Rex. I think it's Rex London. They are really cute and I've got two. But yes, I think for picnics, they're probably ideal. Thought of another purpose. You know when you're eating out in the garden and you're laying the table and you've got dippy bits? These would be really good because you can pop the lids on to stop the flies, and then when everyone's ready, sat down at the table, you can take off the pretty lids. And they still, because they're nice colours, they look pretty. I'm trying to justify why I need to keep them. Tell me, are you a sucker for cute containers too? Look at that. I bought this one in the Anthropology sale at Christmas. Holly has one too. It's everything proof, and I think it was about £3 or £4. They had a larger one, and I wish I'd bought that one now. It's so cute. I think my problem lays in cute containers. Aid's problem lays in cute drinkware. I'm the containers. Which one are you? What do you have a problem with? What do you keep buying? Let me know. These were not a practical buy. I bought these off Cherries. I think they're £1 each. They come with lids. The idea is you heat up your noodles. They're great, I think, if you work in an office. We don't, we work at home. So let's face it, if I'm gonna heat something up and drink at my desk or eat at my desk, I'm going to use a ceramic. Plus, because of that bit at the side, they kind of like just take up too much room. So I might actually rehome these. Might see if my sister wants them. She might find them helpful. You know those times when you can't find a lid? I'm now going to go through and try and match everything up. I cannot believe how many lids I've got, and I can never find the matching ones. Do you have that problem too? With regards to trying to keep the cupboard organised, I do have these containers from IKEA. I need to give them a wash. But again, I think they're only about £3, something like that. And I try and like keep all the small containers in here, all the lids, that kind of thing. And it just keeps everything separate and stops everything from falling in together in the cupboard. And to maximise space, I have these really handy, they slide over the cupboard and it gives you an extra shelf space. This was from Wilko and I think it was £3. Something else to make extra space in the cupboard, it just gives you like an extra shelf inside a shelf, is this again from IKEA, and it was just a couple of pounds. It wasn't very expensive, and I find this really, really helpful. I'm also going through and having a look at what I've got, how much space it takes and how often I use it. This cupboard is really, really easy for me to access. I'm really short, I'm only 4'10", so anything up high is a pain for me. I have to climb. The ice cream maker takes up a lot of space in that small cupboard. I don't use it very often, but I do love it. I don't want to get rid of it. I do use it sometimes if we have friends over, if I'm having a dinner party, I do use it. I have some baskets on top of my fridge. I've been asked before about the baskets and what I use them for. They store items that we don't use that often. The panini maker, the sandwich toaster, the pasta maker, things like that, the juicer that we don't use very often, but I don't want to get rid of. I've just had a look, I've got space in one of my baskets, and I'm now gonna go and put the ice cream maker in there. It just makes so much more sense. It used to look really, really messy on top of the fridge. Just everything stacked, nothing looked tidy. Now I've got those 4 plastic baskets. The colour matches really well with my kitchen. I know exactly what's in which basket, and it keeps it all nice and tidy. Are you ready to see what I'm keeping and what I'm not keeping? This is currently keep. Everything has a lid, everything matches. This is keep, container wise, and this is everything I'm getting shot of. That's quite a lot, isn't it? Keep all my electrical bits together so I know exactly where they are. They're all in one container. My hand blender, it's got a whisk attachment, all those bits and pieces are kept together in this one container so I can always find them easily. I'm going to put things to the back that I don't use very often. I have some larger containers when I'm cooking for friends or if I'm taking meals anywhere, and I've also got these foil containers. I'll put them at the back because they don't get used as often. Also wanted to talk gadgets with you. Do you like your kitchen gadgets? This is one of those things that I bought for the kitchen that I really, really love. I saw it recommended by another YouTuber and it was only, I think, about £5 from Amazon. You clip your bags on here, your freezer bags, and then they hold it so you can pour in, if you're putting soup or casserole or anything like that, into the bag, and it doesn't make a mess. How many times have you tried to hold out a bag, you put the liquid in, the meal in, and it just goes everywhere? I love this, and it suctions to your work surface. It's fab. and I use mine loads. I'll link it up below. I am pretty good at researching gadgets before I use them. There's not many things that I've bought that I wished I hadn't. My slow cooker, my crock pot, I use all the time. We like our sandwich maker, we like our panini maker, even the ice cream maker I do use. It's not something that, I tell you what, I just thought of something, the pasta maker. We've never actually used the pasta maker, if I'm totally honest with you. Love the idea. I bought it for Holly for Christmas one year and I'd still like to use it, but it's one of those things. Oh, and the bread maker, that was given to me as a gift though, but I like to make my bread by hand. I don't use a bread maker. Let me know, what do you have in your kitchen that either one you use all the time? Our coffee machine, great example. We use it at least once a day, whereas I know like my in-laws, they bought a coffee machine, it's never been used. So let me know, what have you bought that you use all the time, and what have you bought that you just wish you hadn't? It's just taking up space. I use my little handheld blender loads as well. Use it all the time for whizzing up sauces, making them smoother. My KitchenAid as well, I use several times a week. It's been a really, really good buy for me. There we go, don't they look pretty? They're the same colour as my hand blender as well. That looks so much better. Two things that have made me happy today. One, I found these baskets. My sister bought me these for Christmas years ago. I think they're 6. Aren't they cute? They'd look so nice. Fries in baskets, that kind of thing in the garden. Little bit of greaseproof paper. They'd look so cute. I knew I had them in here and I couldn't find them. They'd fallen right down the back. I think they're from Paper Chase, something like that. They're so cute. I'm so pleased. And the other thing was, I knew I had a Mickey bowl, and the other day I actually said, I wish I had 2. I wish I'd picked up 2. I bought them in Walmart in Orlando. Cleaning out the cupboard, I found a second one. I'm so pleased. Again, it had fallen down the back, so I had 2 the whole time. I finished my cupboard. I am so pleased. Not only does it look more organised, it looks really pretty too. Ta-da! And you know, I haven't even gone into that other cupboard I was talking about. I can do that another time. I've got all the lids here. I've got small containers. I've got Mickey Mouse containers. We bought these in Walmart for Louis, and they're little dippers, and they clip on the side of his plates for sauce. Aid can now have this for work. I've got these for the garden, containers. I've got some other containers at the back. I've got my glass ones at the back, ice cube trays on the top there. And then here, you've already seen all this. Doesn't that look better? And it looks really pretty as well. And I use 3M clips for oven gloves as well in the inside of the door. I'm really, really happy with that. And excuse the dog bowls, but this is everything that I'm getting rid of. I'm so happy with that cupboard transformation. When I do a job like this, I feel so much lighter. In that time, Aid's done the weekly shop, so it didn't actually take that long at all. I thought I was going to have to use the other cupboard, which I haven't. I've got rid of loads, I've organised loads, and it looks pretty. And I've found stuff I'd forgotten I had as well. So I'm just feeling so much happier. Let me know which kitchen gadgets you use and which ones you don't use. Let me know how you organise things. Do you have lots of containers? All those types of things. Leave your comments below in the bottom there and we'll chat about it. I also have a Life with Lisa group as well on Facebook. Let's talk about organising kitchens, cupboards, containers. Let's go and chat over there as well, and we'll have a good old chin wag about it all over there. Please give me a thumbs up if you've enjoyed this video. You can find me over on Instagram. I'm the Funky Fairy, Lollipop Box Club for the business account, and like I said, I've got a Life with Lisa Facebook group as well, which you are more than welcome to come and join. Please subscribe to my channel if you are new, and please do share this video as well. Tell your friends about it, tell your family about it, about my channel, and ask them to come and join as well. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.